You know, it seems like more and more every day we are learning more and more about post-traumatic stress disorders. As a matter of fact, it was just last week that we talked to Dr. Michael Finnegan about PTSD and how we can help those who suffer from it.
And with more and more military members returning from overseas with the disorder, some are offering alternative methods of helping to calm the storm that wells up in some of these soldiers. Case in point, warrior yoga, a way to connect mind, body, and soul, giving these men and women some peace. They move together. Their breathing deep and therapeutic. Their minds calm and peaceful and far away from the daily grind of work, and even farther from the battlefield some of them once inhabited. This is warrior yoga. Jerry Miller is the instructor.
I was really drawn to it. So that inspired me to get started on offering a class because veterans deserve something like that, and it helps them with their daily lives as well as any problems that they may have come home with.
And Jerry didn't have to look far to find the members of this class. Chris Eccleston, a veteran of the U.S. Navy, owns Delmarva Veteran Builders.
We have a 70% veteran workforce. We represent the Army, the Navy, and the Marine Corps.
Chris says some of his employees suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder, so it wasn't hard for Jerry to sell him on the idea of warrior yoga.
She kind of sold me on the mission of helping vets with PTSD and combat stress-related disorder, and I just jumped at the opportunity. I think it also, provides some team building for us as well.
Trey Vineyard is an Army veteran who served 2 tours in Afghanistan.
Honestly, I've always wanted to do yoga, and I just never really, the opportunity never really afforded itself. I'm probably the most inflexible person I've ever met, so it was just an opportunity because I usually lift a lot of weights and run, but I don't get the stretching aspect, so I really want to jump on. And just all the different things I heard about yoga involving, the mind, body, spirit thing, and I've always tried to open up my consciousness, so to speak.
And this embrace of yoga, especially among hardcore military skeptics, is proving to be beneficial. Researchers with the Pentagon and the Department of Veteran Affairs have found that yoga, stretching, breathing techniques, and meditation can help calm the part of the brain that the stresses of war kicks into a state of hyperarousal. Lee Beecham is an engineer for Delmarva Veteran Builders and a member of the Army National Guard. He's seen the effects of deployment.
In my role in the Army National Guard, I haven't done any deployments, but I've been involved with a lot of troop deployment and troop return ceremonies and processes. And it's always amazing to see, people, you know them before they leave, and then they come back, and they are a different person. So it is a tough transition, and I think this is a really great opportunity for folks that need just a little bit of support, that they can find that here. And with what we're doing here, we're combining it not only with a team building exercise, but also really a give back to try to help our vets that are in our organization.
It helps them heal. It helps any of us heal, whatever it is. Could be emotional trauma, physical trauma, combination. It could be you're here just because you want to be, and that's the best part of it.
And it's clear these guys want to be here.
I was actually kind of shocked. I didn't think it would go over very well, but they all jumped on board. We have 5 guys that are here every Monday night. We've been doing it for about a month now, a little over a month, and we're getting kind of good at it.
I was really surprised how much upper body strength it requires to do it. You look at it and you look at the moves, and you're like, well, that doesn't look that bad. And then you realize you've got to hold those moves for an extended period of time.
Moves that leave these guys relaxed and refreshed to take on whatever battles they may be fighting, both on the inside and the outside. And Jerry has also introduced some of the veterans to using essential oils for aromatherapy.
Finding what works for our veterans.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, there is certainly a lot being done to help soldiers who are leaving the military. But what about those who are just entering the military? For many of those young men and women, it's their first time being away from home, so they've got to get used to living on their own. Up next, we're going to tell you about a program that's teaching the airmen how to cook basic meals on a budget.
And later, we're in the Delmarva Life Kitchen making a few basic but irresistible recipes. We're making a bacon cheeseburger, crock pot dip, and a pulled barbecue chicken. That's not all. For dessert, we're making a fruit pizza. Delmarva Life, we'll be right back.